My name is Justin Publon. I'm a professional storm chaser from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. All my life I've been amazed by storms. In 2009, I began chasing them.
Oh my god! Go, 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 go.
These are my adventures. This is Chasing Storms.
Good weather. My favorite. Just a bit of a skid. I'm going to be storm chasing today. It's my first chase of the year. I'm going to be targeting the Madison area to start. Maybe making some adjustments to the positioning there from there. But from there, yeah, we'll see. Maybe a strong to severe storm from, I don't know, like a 151 in southwest Wisconsin, then easing towards, I don't know, that's somewhere in between Madison and Janesville. I don't know, it's like Stoughton area, somewhere into there. So that's the plan. Keep you updated. It's 9:33. I just stopped at home. I gotta, we're selling our house and we have a showing here in about 12 minutes. So I gotta run. I think I got everything set up. I just got a few more cameras to put together, but on the first chase, we're making pretty good time. Open that up. One more thing to do. I gotta go check the cat. The cat's at the parents' house this weekend. You know, just don't want to make sure that we're not forgetting about our little kitty. That's my life right now. I'll let you know what my life looks like in about an hour. That's probably what you're more. Good morning, almost afternoon. It's 11:22. I'm in Sun Prairie. We're gonna be positioning further south. The temperature is 70 here. I'd like it to be closer to 75, above 75. And I think to get there, you'd probably have to go south of Madison right now. We'll be watching it. There's just a little bit of, like a few radar tags, just nothing really going on yet. But I have a feeling that things are gonna blow up pretty rapidly over south of Madison, Monroe, into Janesville area, Stoughton, Dodgeville even. Things are gonna get going within the next couple hours probably. So just gotta get in position for that, and I will share updates as they become available, or as things happen, or if nothing happens, you won't see anything at all. We got very tiny development, very small, just trying to get going here, nothing yet. We'll let you know. Basically, I'm up here on this really cool hill. I'm going to show it to you in a second. I stopped here specifically. Now I'm going to flip this around so you can see me. I stopped here specifically because it seems like things are coming together a little bit further south. I'm near Edgerton, just north of Janesville. Temperature 71, not good. However, Janesville, I believe, or points south of there, up near 77, 78. So the boundary's probably setting up a little bit further south. That's where I'm heading, it's just south. But I'm also trying to keep my westward options open and just not getting too carried away with knee-jerking, because might show things blowing up right where I'm at later and stuff. So it's one of those give and take situations where just kind of stay the course, hold the plan, sit tight, and wait for things to happen. And that's where I'm almost in that mode. Now I'm gonna drive south on 51 towards Janesville and see what that's like. I don't know. I've never been on that road, so a little bit of adventure. We do have development now occurring between Dodgeville and Cross Plains. No warnings, no nothing on these yet. So from my perspective, these storms right now are maybe a little bit elevated or not totally tapping into all the energy that's available. So there is some lightning going on in there. So thunderstorms for sure. So let's talk about my positioning. Here I am, I'm JP. This is our interactive map on our website, wisconsinwx.com. So go there, you can check it out. Here's our outlook. This is my target area, this black zone. I'm actually coincidentally right in the center of it. And here's the storms forming. So things seem to be coming together pretty close to what I was expecting, which is good because I think our position, we'll have to get around this lake. I don't know the name of that lake. I don't know the name of that lake, but yeah, I'll have to get around that. Anyways, so what's going to happen is I believe these storms are going to fire off to the east slowly. They're not moving very fast. They're going to move east. And maybe you get some additional developments in this area with that. And as they do, they may become strong to severe. Hail, damaging wind gusts, the primary threats today. I think this is the first time I've ever been here. Looks like a really nice town. Some really, really cool historical buildings downtown that I'd love to check out sometime. I'm hoping I can stay here, but I might have to go west if something pops up, and you'll know. You'll know when that happens. On our way west towards Belleville. So I'm pretty sure what just happened is the initial cell was elevated. It's still there, it's still the parent cell, but it kicked out an outflow boundary that inspired cells south of Mount Horeb to form. My guess anyways. But these cells, if they are surface-based, they need to get moving. Because if it was outflow that kicked them off, then it's likely that they're going to get undercut. It's an important lesson to learn in storm chasing is, even though the current conditions may not seem favorable for severe weather, what's moving into this area? Where's the boundaries? Is it a warm front? How are things changing over the course of the afternoon? That's the kind of questions you got to be thinking about. And you could be 10 miles away from a much different thermodynamic environment. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Especially with the resolution of the surface obs, they're not always perfect. They're not always very tightly spaced together. They're usually sparse. West of Evansville in the severe warned thunderstorm, currently located near New Glarus, heading east. I'm sitting up on a really tall hill. I don't know how much time I have here before we lose visual to the rain that's coming in. Yeah, it's kind of a mess that's coming through here, and we're gonna have to see how this is gonna evolve because I might have to move pretty quick. West of Evansville, near the corner of 104 and C. Southern Wisconsin, severe warned thunderstorm. I'm the blue dot. Yeah, there's not much time left for me here. Yep, I'm the blue dot, kind of in the path of it right now. It's severe warned thunderstorm, heading towards Evansville. If you live in Albany, Evansville, Brooklyn, kind of coming towards you here. I see very weak rotation. It's kind of spotty and not well organized, but just keep an eye on that. And it seems to be on the other side of the rain core from me, or within it. This is what it looks like outside. So right now I'm feeling northerly winds, which probably means that I'm on the northern side of the front, which probably also means that the most interesting part is going to be south of me. And here's southwest over that house. I'm hearing a lot of thunder, a lot of rumbling going on. It's pretty typical of a severe thunderstorm. Thanks, Justin. Pretty typical of a thunderstorm, a strong one. Ooh, we had a CG bolt over here. You didn't see it, but it was there. Corner of my eye. No camera set up yet. Actually, let me get one going. I'm gonna put you guys on the mount here. I'm literally gonna drive underneath one of those things one day. Okay. So a little bit of structure showing up here. Just a little bit, very hard to see, but it's there. That might be a shelf cloud, something I'm gonna be watching in there. Oh, whoop, fingers out of the way. The only place you might find a wall cloud right now is gonna be in here. And I just don't have visual on it yet. Nothing to see yet. Very faint structure emerging. And the problem is when you have rain in between that main rotating section and where you are, you're gonna have haze. Oh, let's go back to the radar. Again, I am right here at this blue dot, looking west. Here's the severe 1 thunderstorm. Likely some gusty winds with that. Let's see here, velocities, maybe some gusty winds or damaging wind gusts with it, but also a hail threat with this. Another cell popping here I'm gonna keep an eye on. I'm not too far away that I can't get after it, and it's closer to the boundary, and that's I kind of want to be down here near Brawhead. As a storm chaser, I want to be down here. If you live in Evansville, Brooklyn, Albany, this severe thunderstorm warning is imminent, or a severe thunderstorm is imminent. I don't know if you live in the area. I'm here at this really cool church. It's really awesome. Really small and awesome. So people in there, I hope they're not freaked out that I'm here. Oh man, oh, watch out, lightning. That's close. That's a close one. I almost went up, very hard to see it. That hill there, I almost went up to that hill before I started streaming. But I'm like, that's too far. And that's probably only like a mile and a half, 2 miles up there. Too far west, so just perfect. Yeah, somewhere in here is what I'd be watching if I was looking for something more than just that severe thunderstorm, so. It's just hard to see, man, hard to see in there. I'm recording a live video for Wisconsin Weather on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was
Oh no, this is well, I can't get out far enough. Yeah, I gotta go in the car here pretty quick, but this is the area to watch right here.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything very concerning at this moment.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It was nice to hear.
Yeah. Okay guys, gotta go back in the car. Getting really wet. Getting wet. Whoa. Okay. All right, windows up. All right, usually when it rains, guys, I relocate. So I think I might be doing that. Relocating south if I can. Too far north right now. I'm gonna try to go through Orfordville if I can make it there. Alright. We got crosswinds out of the west here. Yep. Fun times. Back to the storm chasing, guys. Delavan, Wisconsin at 3:50 p.m. Just seeing some small hail. It's estimated to be about pea-sized, the size of an eraser and a pencil. We are about to take a hail core. I mean, obviously we're already in it, but Maybe the hail is just at the front end of it. I don't know. Find out. Run, run, run! Yeah, take shelter if you're gonna get hit by hail, you know. Let me see if I can position this car a little better. Yep, definitely taking the hail core here. Need to drive up a little bit. Taking a hail core here, just small hail, about pea-sized, hasn't gotten any bigger over the last 5 minutes. Stayed pretty much the same size. Let's see it bouncing off my dashboard here a little bit, maybe. I hate this phone. It's just, I'm sorry for the autofocus. There's just no way around it. There's a little bit bigger hailstones in there. We're not moving. Yep. There's some bigger ones I hear hitting the roof now. Getting bigger. We're in Delavan, Wisconsin. Not severe. Severe sized hail would be over a quarter size. This is just pea size. We're not quite there yet. So over the last hour, I've been trying to get back to in a position to do something with these storms, to show you something worth seeing, you know. It's what happened was they went outflow, and then everything just kind of falls apart from a chase strategy perspective. So I got to a point here in Delavan where I just got lucky enough to find some hail. So that's why I went live. But during that time, I did pull Black Betty. She did come out for a little bit. We had, like, oftentimes when you're down near the hook, no, regardless of what type of, whether it's surface space or elevated, you will get rain curtains that come down and they move. You know, you can see them really clearly because they're well exposed by light. They move, and it's really cool. I thought for a second there the rain curtains themselves were actually just gradually rotating. So I tried to get on camera, but didn't press the record button. We're here in Delavan. Notice what we just went through was not severe warned. There was hail in there. That would classify that as a strong thunderstorm, but not severe. Here's a severe warning, and this is an old one, I believe. From when, this is prior, you know, that was pretty clearly containing hail there. It just doesn't seem to be holding up the same strength anymore. Now let me remind you that all thunderstorms in Wisconsin produce heavy rain. They all produce deadly lightning. We're just going to assume they all produce deadly lightning, so I'm not going to list those as things that you might have to watch out for. That's pretty self-explanatory. All these storms, deadly lightning, heavy rain, and maybe a little hail. Especially, we just saw that happening. But this warning here, let's pause it, go to the last frame. Burlington, you know, maybe you're getting some gusty winds there. Velocity scans. Now at this point, that's got to be elevated. Got to be elevated. So I'm not too concerned about the wind part, but there could be windy there. And maybe you have some pockets of small, teeny-sized hail. This is about the location oftentimes where you run into that lake breeze. And I think there is some collision between the outflow boundaries and the lake breeze there. But yeah, I'm here now. And let's take one last look outside. Wow, just maybe even 10 minutes how things have improved here in Delavan. It's 3:59 p.m. And as you can tell by the radar, our location being here, yep, looks like we're just coming out of it. So here's the storm moving east where the hail was. I'm not seeing a very strong signature for hail anymore. Outflow boundary. Hey, that's a great question. An outflow boundary just happens when, so this thunderstorm is producing rain. Lots and lots of rain. That rain is cool air, and I can't show you it really well, but it basically, You know, that rain falls out of the sky. Sorry, postman. Rain falls out of the sky and it compresses. There's cold air that forms here at the surface, and that cold air, the cold air is like a pancake that spreads out at the surface all around in a circle, just like a pancake. Hits the surface. And if your storms are not organized at the surface level, if the winds are not strong enough at the surface, because there's multiple layers to a thunderstorm, if the bottom one is not organized, you have a tendency to pancake your storm to death. And so that's really what happened here. And, you know, if things had been more organized at the low levels, you would have probably a more organized, long-lived, severe thunderstorm. But what we're getting today is more pulsy. But yeah, outflow happens with every storm. It's just a matter of how well that storm manages it. It's kind of a byproduct, you know, all part of that organization part. What program are you using on your tablet to get multiple screens for velocity and radar? This is Radar Scope, and within Radar Scope, you have an option to, down here in the middle, or it may be in a different location depending on your device. You can click that and get a single pane or a double pane. Right now, I have it on the double pane mode. You'll see the difference when you click on it. But Radar Scope, that's what I use. And I like to keep it simple now. I used to run with a laptop I ran with a laptop for, I think it was 9 years in the chase vehicle. Now I'm more into the tablet because it's touch-based and it's less distracting. I mean, it's like the weakest of weak rotation. I'm not worried about it at all, but it's there. And then the other thing is, you zoom up. Up there it's raining, and now it's gonna rain on me too, but for the last 5 minutes it's been wet up there and nothing here. It's just amazing. And here's a look at the radar. And you know, once you know it looks like there's a hook, but I think it's actually a couple cells that just happen to be next to each other, pinching each other off like that. Yeah, welcome to my life. This is something I stumbled upon. I just love it. Love it.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you love this video and you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to check out our Facebook page, we are Wisconsin Weather. We also have a group called Wisconsin Weather Nation. If you're a storm chaser and you want to get involved, go check it out. Hope to see you soon. Thanks again.